for now, it's Hotashi and Bosch, Elphelt and Chipp. Now,
Cool.
Chipp is actually considered to be one of the better matchups going at Happy Chaos and Strive. Now, can this character dodge bullets as well in this game in particular? I mean, likely, right? Because in this game, the gun doesn't auto-aim. You have to actually play the shooter as Elphelt. You have to aim.
It's manual
Not
time.
that this is not that that's going to be the basis of the strategy here, right?
Well, you're not worried about the
is
gun
much
with
more low
Elphelt.
commitment. It is flying around, Baraido Expressu, grenades, and cheap conversions, great at barre. But Chipp plays a similar game too. No shortage of reward. Very difficult mix, easy access off of a lot of different knockdowns in this game. I mean, this is Exert. Characters are more powerful than some players might be used to if they're new to this game. Of course, this game also, it's has an air tech option, right? So you'll see players scrambling, maybe looking for air throw resets on air tech reads, also using it to just escape. Look at that IBing right off the bat from Hotashi. And that actually changes frame data in this game in addition to building more meter. Very different function.
Alright, so this is what you're actually worried about. It's
Yes.
but it's really the grenade. Pineberry is going to be the name of the game for Elphelt.
Right.
You're going to see that come out as frequently as Hotashi has the time to pull it. And that leads to most of the mix, but also a lot of the damage.
Mm-hmm. Immediately taking really clear a shot wire or a shot RC. And Hotashi blowing himself up, getting checked by Bosch, who finds some barre, looking for same side, has tons of meter to commit on a mix, can burst back, but actually that full charge burst, and that is a full combo punish, and even took some burst away. Not quite gonna kill Chipp yet though, he has Japanese guts. Wake up throw, land for
interesting.
Bosch.
What a conversion.
It's the one framer in this game, you can't just be meeting at point blank like that in Exerd. Be careful, Bosch takes the first round.
That grab game changes things really drastically. You cannot be up in someone's face. You just have to be sort of airborne or you're going to get grabbed.
Airborne or disjointed. Disjointed from very far away. But it's early like part Chipp, you know. The guts are kicking in around now, right? I mean, yeah, surely they have that now.
Yeah. He got a few more hits than you, but...
Yeah.
Past the first.
Well, actually, he didn't. He could have lost the round.
That first round. Might be wanting to hold on to that a little bit longer. Okay,
wow.
that's a reversal of your trade.
I mean, at this point, Bosch has gotten to play so long that the burst might have been worth it. Burst has come back quite a bit. Can he take the burst away?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to sort of eke out your resources. I mean, you obviously want the comeback for the round, but if you can even just take the burst, that is not for nothing. But holding on to it, Hotashi going to take that round.
Yeah. And so it's even, but Bosch will surely have a chance to burst again. And might need a chance after two possible tech options were missed here on this Black Beat combo from Hotashi. He doesn't drop those. Doesn't drop those Black Beats.
Guts depending, I think it's going to have that burst back. Ooh, big counter.
Huge counter. And great steering now from Bosch. Actually almost secured the corner, but I spoke a little too soon. Nonetheless, though, still finding a great knock from the screen. But wake up, close slash from Hotashi lands. And Hotashi has so much meter to seal the deal. Bosch has arrived at burst, though. Could maybe use burst super at the next combo to find a kill. Ooh, finds a reset burst.
Heck, that was amazing.
Oh, and it's a stun into a kill. Bosch takes game one. A fiery explosion scrambling back and forth in the corner, and Hotashi dies with full meter. I mean, that's a dead angle. That's why YRC to possibly have frozen the screen with. Lots of defensive options available in that tension, but I mean, Hotashi wasn't ready for that final, I think it was leaf grab actually into a reset, and that's such a high damage starter for Chipp.
Yeah, I am finding that coming back into this game, it can be kind of hard to access all of my options mentally. There's a lot more you can do on defense universally in this game between blitz, dead angle. It seems like you have a lot of ways to get out of that situation if you have the meter.
Blitz is very huge against both of these characters, who otherwise are very overwhelming. Blitz, but in general, Blitz is the most reliable option against a simple wake-up medium.
That shimmy down the wall, you see that?
Of course. Just standard, I've probably seen it hundreds of times, probably gotten hit by it more than half the time. That's standard Chipp fare in Guilty Gear Exert. This character, even harder to track. Be on the lookout in neutral as soon as he arrives at 25 meter for that teleport YRC. He's not quite there yet, we're all in blue meter right now. The tamest Exert gets is right now.
And the ability there, just, a little bit of trouble on the screen.
It's real.
Exactly where he is.
That's a problem. That's a serious problem. You can't let him go invisible.
Yeah, it's already hard enough to block when you can see him.
Absolutely. Or sometimes not worth it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to call this a Hotashi game.
It's looking close.
Let's say here's the wedding cake. Oh, RPG? No, he's chipping out.
Oh, dead angle, nice. Staying alive.
Yeah, just arrived at it.
Oh, stood up into it.
Yeah, stood up into the far H gunshot. Those do hit high, but maybe was buffering a special that had a standing input and then got hit at the end.
They got caught in the corners. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. Got to stay in cover or use the cover peek button so as to not use head glitching basically to get your gun over the cover and shoot back. And you know, there's Chipp, right? He's playing the Call of Duty as well. He's got the special equipment. He's got his shuriken and his kunai. He's got jump.
Shuriken versus grenade. It's a hard choice.
Well, you know, a lot of people choose throwing knife in Call of Duty. You know.
Yep.
I would say it makes sense to rock the shuriken. And the quick throw, right? Makes sense. Can pick it up after you land it.
Player. Get that.
Hey, Martyrdom's been banned since COD 4. It has not come back.
People don't think it's fair, but I think it's pretty fair. Elphelt's the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a rocket launcher attachment, too.
Well, press left on the D-pad, pull that thing out mid-combo. I'm going to say that Hotashi, with this many rounds in a row, probably has a UAV. Might have an airstrike.
Yeah, you gotta be careful that it just snowballs from KD.
And probably use the airstrike to get helicopter at this point.
I love that check out into the double jump to get a little bit of space. The vertical space in this game a little bit more versatile than it is in some other fighting games. You can jump and then often air dash out of a bad situation if they read the anti-air.
But, you know, if you are air dashing around, the attack helicopter that's coming in the future might be more of a problem for you. You can't get anti-air by the 7-kill streak. And Hotashi's just on the verge of getting it.
Oh.
But it's not over yet. Oh, that's a little bit of risk on there. That's a black bead. It's not going to kill. And another successful dead angle. Gamma Blade sniping so fast in this game. Look at that jump gust. And then teching into the stand 8 shots. Bang, 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 bang. Remember that switching to your pistol is faster than reloading. Elphelt knows this.
Have Baiken inside.
No. You didn't, but I was actually memorializing Rev2, in which he also wasn't.
I mean, was it Baiken and Answer at the end?
Yeah, it was. Faust has been here the whole time though, and Elvin's always been rocking the Scream Faust in this version, and he has always. This is a version of Faust he's always loved. Oh yeah, I mean, it's so similar to Plus R in the sense that. Jesus, this character just has an item thing on top of being godlike.
yeah.
And the item thing doesn't. It helps him pretty consistently too. I mean, the only bad item is food, and throwing food means you won't throw food again. So, you know, pretty good circumstances all around.
Well, when Stripe came out, I talked about how Faust players fall into 2 different groups. There's Faust players who want to throw a bunch of stuff out, and there's Faust players who want to swing a big stick around. And most of the ones that lament this character are the ones that want to throw a big stick around.
Yep.
But Elven is the type of player who's going to be able to utilize both those things really effectively. It's just that the normals like that.
5k anti-air, very strong conversion out of the air.
Stable damage. And stable's not something you would necessarily say about Faust if you were watching one who was just throwing meteors, or hoping to.
Oh, instant overhead off the hammer. Oh, well, you know, he has a special move called Going My Way. The entire match going his way. Even after that combo drop, he actually caught Razora. Yeah, Razora needed to be holding FD out of teching in the air there. You cannot be blocking grounded normals in the air unless you FD. That's a big difference between this game and Strive.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out if I'm just not doing that or if there's like pre-jump frames to worry about too, but getting clipped by stuff trying to jump out of.
You have invincibility attacking out of the air, so tech forward buttons is a very popular option, but it's only strike invincibility, so that's where you can get air thrown out of your tech as well. I see a lot of high-level players going for that. Look at those meteors. And Razora didn't actually know they were coming, ran right into him, and that's a big conversion for ElvenShadow. Gotta be paying attention to every item. And look at Mini Faust for the meaty after bursting out of the command grab. Yeah, Elven has had full control here, and these items might seal the deal. There's a golden hammer too. Oh, countering.
Fireworks. We gotta check the weather.
You're gonna have to parry after the parry during the recovery animation, and that's not possible. So Elven takes that round, going up 3 straight now.
Razora finding a little bit of the tail end of that, but these items, again, just covering some bases for Elven. Every time there's any sort of reversal, Mini Faust is here to play, and the meteors come out.
Elven FD the whole time there,
my
got out of the
God.
corner. What? The combo is true! It's a true combo! Of course it
That's
is.
the real nature of this game, is that there's always some like nutty stuff that's going to happen. The higher level the play gets to, the more you see it.
Baiken just ate that whole box of donuts. We got like 10%
Oh,
life.
just carrying in the corner.
Look out for that huge meteor. Dusted.
Good luck carrying that, yeah.
Oh, huge drop. What is going on?
Okay.
6p. I think it was a 6p trade there, but no life to spare for Razora. Elven takes those 2 games pretty quick and convincing. Takes the set Adley. You know what I mean? That world tour mode and that online lobby looking good. I mean, I think that's really promising. So, as that game,
having read out of the box, you know, I mean, some people are making more of that stuff. Strive's getting cross-play beta as well. There's a lot of testing involved to see if they can make it work.
It's an exciting time. You notice that the Xrd Rev2 rollback beta came out right after the cross-play beta for Strive ended, so there's always something new going on. And it's a classic matchup, nothing too new here for Yousagi, Johnny versus ElvenShadow. Yousagi, the second winningest player in Xrd so far, going into recent times.
Yeah, I was going to say, we do have that Johnny player. I think
we do.
All the coin flips you were alluding to earlier might be resulting in some sort of payoff for them, but as you said, doing well in the first online circuit we've had. And off to a really good start here.
And I think, is this Johnny theme or is this Xrd Faust theme? I don't know whose it is. I was wondering if that might have been a power up.
I heard a few in my matches from last week, and they've all been excellent. The only song I think I could recognize if it was played for me is Birthday Train.
Okay, well that's great. Anyway, look what disjointed coin and misfinder is. Bursting is such an impossible task.
Unblockable. Actual unblockable.
Wow. And Burst Super for the scaling and minimization. That is a kill for Yousagi Johnny over ElvenShadow for game 1.
Yeah, Burst Super, a newer addition to this game in its later versions, allowing you to sacrifice that burst for a bit more staying power on those supers. I don't know that everybody has a burst super option, but
everybody does. Yep. I think everybody does. It's universal.
You really want to spend that the right way. The burst is obviously a huge resource in this game defensively, so you have to be very confident to spend it to do that damage.
Of course, you are, if you're using it in tournament at this level. Yousagi, very experienced, has been doing this for ages. The opportunity is here now. Yousagi in peak form as an Xrd player, going into 2022.
Can you imagine? Elven playing a pretty textbook round here for Faust, getting those jump JKs and just, you know, a little bit of damage here and there. The arrow resets just controlling from the ground. So not out of the game just yet.
Well, that's level 2 missed already. A quick burst from Elven. You know, it's an early burst. It's a burst that is starting to look less good now after having gotten hit again, but an early burst is great because if you can just stay alive for long enough in the round, you will build plenty of burst back in time for a round 3. So I don't mind it from Elven. It's a winning investment.
And the push block to get that spring going, really smart way to avoid any sort of pressure that could follow up. Burst of their own. Meteors out. Luck of the draw. YRC gonna get clipped.
Alright, well, let's coin this Johnny.
Oh my god.
What did he steal? Stole a bag from Faust, shopping bag. OTG kill? Oh, not quite.
Oh, the upside down shopping bag. That's cute. It's a good little prop there.
I mean, every character has a very distinct item.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Real attention to detail.
Yep. Now, to pay attention to this detail, are you taking in the air and are you FDing in the air? No. Well, Yousagi will hit you then. Sad. And futile. Hopeless.
Yeah.
Hopeless. This is Johnny.
Out, though. Nice air.
Alright, Elven.
Yeah, you have to take this back the honest way. No reversals, no dead angle, no burst. And
actually just looking at that angle. Maybe gonna get it. Got it now.
It's there. Nope, spending it for offense. You gotta do damage to win the game.
Makes a lot more sense. Reversal throw. Oh, drop! A little bit of FD, but it's gone now. Chip's going to be a problem pretty soon. Air throw is 2. OTG.
Oh, OTG.
Yousagi takes it 2-0. And does so in a... You know, it was a close 2-0, I have to say. There's a lot of close 2-0s in X-Ray where both players are clearly very strong. Certainly not the last we'll be seeing of Elven. I mean, unless, you know, some crazy things go down in losers.
Yousagi honorably... Depression?
I see.
Chat. I love this lobby too.
So not fully confirmed. I mean, they may lead into situations that you do more damage in the long term.
Yeah.
But that does, you know, it is a conditional sequence very often.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, a character like Faust who does fairly well in this game, but often like that particular B&B, for instance, results in an air tech. It's not a stable, grounded open situation. There's a little bit more going on there.
Yeah, and so it's perfectly content to send them that way, having space to throw items, which is very fast in this game. He can do it on block, he can do it on hit.
So get a little more controlled in the corner off that meaty bomb bag.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so throw, bursting out, not wanting to deal with the rest of that combo.
Excuse me. Instant overhead gets blocked and FD'd out. Yousagi has some space to work with, got aired out, but then scrambled out of the corner after the air reset. We were just talking about how that makes this game so different. And then a follow-up scramble. ElvenShadow finds a back through in the corner, and so we find Yousagi bursting out. Basically, everybody fighting for their damn life to not be in that right corner right now.
Yeah, I love Elven controlling the space with those air normals. You know, the jump out sometimes feels like the only way you can really take any ground back there. And fighting on the ground too, losing that way. Oh wow. The black hole into tech, lots going on here.
Looks like Yousagi thought he was that guy and was going for the black hole combo. But it's a regular Johnny B&B now. Oh,
so close to the ground.
A little bit of a black beat, but air tech is a result. Wow, is Yousagi bringing this back right now?
Making it rain.
It's about to rapid burst. So is Yousagi.
Yeah,
they're basically full
really
power.
One like really good straight hit, but that burst, and now it's back. Maybe feeling a little more comfortable. You don't like
you can burst
in quite. Okay, there it is.
Using burst to get in basically, but now Mini Faust arrives in the scene.
Under. Had the grudge walk right under that jump in.
Into 2K, resoundingly powerful normal. What is it? 3 hits, anti-air, low. Will totally crank your risk if you block into the air, just on its own.
Yeah.
Incredible normal in this game. And Mini Faust as backup allowed for Faust to have a mix-up opportunity after that 2K unblock, even if the 2K didn't hit Johnny out of the air.
Add burst save to your description there.
Oh, of course. Naturally. I'm used to finding. Faust showing us that he has that Nagoriyuki chest buff in this game when he flexes.
And coming up on their first win of the set, maybe this is all a ploy from Elven. Maybe leaving the room. Good game, you know, like, read the... I mean, Elven's TO, right? Like, they read the rules before they came in here. They saw that 3 out of 5. And they're like, okay, this is the plan. Like, we're going to stall momentum. I'll be right back. I got to enter the room code.
Imagine Elven took player 1 as well, just to switch it up that far. But, you know, you can't ice somebody... Icing somebody doesn't save you from Johnny instant overhead, missed final into super. That will always be a round closer, and it could be one shy of a set closer for Yousagi, who is well on their way. Has to take a burst though. Shouldn't be too difficult. It is a Johnny combo.
I feel like Yousagi saw that black beat and just kind of let it rock, let the knockdown happen. Didn't want to play with any sort of air tech. That's the kind of game sets you have to have here to find the stability where you can.
Adley blocking in his corner with full meter, gets overheaded with a little bit of risk on there. That's actually quite a bit of damage. Yousagi has so much meter, can even RC the dead angle if they chose or needed to. Oh,
normal throw.
And dead angle. But
seen a lot of normal throw from Elven over the years.
Yeah, normal throw is a little bit scary to go for in this game. You have to be very delayed due to all the throw protection on wake up. So Elven just kind of snuck their way in. A lot of respect from Yousagi. Didn't want to go out getting hit. Probably a strike anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, big 6B. And the pickup off of Mini. Alright, bursting to stay even.
His YYRC goes nowhere. Very rarely does that happen.
Big counter hit, yeah, burst again.
Not even a combo off the jump in. Yousagi was mashing, got hit by going my way. As a result, Elven secured some corner position, and Yousagi ran into a golden hammer, which was completely off screen due to Elven manipulating the camera. That's Faust player. Hellfire.
And just threw the bag immediately.
Not dead yet. Faust has that life. He's a tank in this game. He has dead angle. He uses it. Wow. Knockdown? Alright, throw an item. What do you get?
Keep it stable.
Not this time.
Okay, nice.
You're right. No items. Just over the meteors. Meteors. Trying to counter poke. Here they come.
5 overheads into weather report. Okay, burst back. Elven has one too, though. There's not going to be a combo to interrupt.
Burst right now. Oh! 5K.
He was so ready with that burst for it to do anything, but no, was not. Yousagi, clean end to that match, keeping it 3-1. This is the 10 things I hate about you match.
It's a Christmas Ramlethal against Hotashi, Elphelt, Valentine.
Oh wow.
Alright, let me see.
If this is your first time watching Exer Ramlethal, you see some slight differences here. The nature of the swords is not so horizontal, but they're set right where your opponent is, and then can go one of two ways depending on which one you hit. Also, her normals are a lot smaller.
Yeah, she's definitely more of a set play character in this game. But, you know, pretty well rewarded for the setup. Has to execute that just frame Daro in her combos. But you see, Solstice hits it without much issue, in addition to hitting the rest of this huge damage, and then a staring contest. Solstice just standing there while the swords did the work.
Solstice is not trying to get the jabs in for that one. They knew that was going to kill.
That was cool, yeah. Hotashi content to burst. Don't want to go down this bad, this fast.
And Solstice doing really well in tournaments online and off. I think they won
ECT. That's right, absolutely. Correct.
And
competition with it too.
Wow, look at this. I love Ramlethal. So much going on here.
Oh, baited the dead angle actually, but I can't call it a bait unless there's a punish. So it was actually just that the dead angle missed. Solstice wasn't quite accounting for it.
Yeah, they got that overhead with no backup too, so not really any extension, but nice throw.
Ram really grabs you by the head in this game.
Yeah, that's a boss character. That's what happens.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
It's
all
like
the boss characters.
The Omega Rugal experience. You know, you're gonna get chokeslammed by somebody. Doesn't matter if they have little cat ears on or not.
Of course, or if they're your sister by blood.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, that's like a classic.
All the fighting game siblings just fight and bicker, and you know they fight.
The sibling fighter is like guaranteed to be like 4 to 5 people in the cast.
Yep. There's always a lot of domestic matchups too. You got Soul versus Jacko, Kai versus Dizzy, the Cage family.
People are gonna get thrown into a volcano in these games, and
you know, yes,
family drama is really what drives these. It's not that competitive urge to win.
It's the family drama, soap opera, operatic stuff.
Those Jonathan Franzen moments.
I mean,
we're rating on this next one. Hotashi feeling it out.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, when you see Lost Soul on the stage in Exerd, and he is just talking, and they give him the mic, and he is yelling. He's talking to the people. Everyone is in his audience. It feels pretty operatic to me. I would say Exerd is an opera game. But, you know, this is not a Lost Soul match. This is Hotashi. This is...
Yeah, similar characters.
Like 16 Elphelt, baby.
Maybe play style, but we saw a lot of this character in the Americas. Something that I think a lot of Strive players have been, I don't know, dreading, maybe? Like, people have gotten blown up by Elphelt for a while.
Yeah, it's a tradition, you know, that's going to be a constant. As long as there's people playing Exerd, Elphelt will be blowing people up, shooting them, you know, the entire Call of Duty game plan. But Ram may seem like she's from the Middle Ages, placing big swords instead of guns and grenades. I mean, she still gets it done. She's just like her sister. Obviously a tournament-winning character at this point.
well, even before I know that I wasn't playing so much in Fine, but I know Ram was really, really dominant in early stages of this game. Nice bait on that. Overall, spacing and awareness for Solstice have been nuts in this. I saw them standing just outside of the range of 5H, which to me always looked like just like a hit scan normal across the room.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. But it's not a full screen hit scan normal. It's only within the half screen range. Two keys later, Solstice is going to hold on to the burst, maybe save it for the next round, depending on how the next interaction goes. Certainly unblockable, and yeah, might hold on to that burst until the next round, I would say.
Oh.
FD, though, that's free.
Yep, you got other options. Not going to need that FD meter until you find that corner, or at least a stable knockdown, so nice interruption on the string. That was something really important to block. Even if you block that overhead, it's plus. Something I remember from these cool days of Ram.
Shimmied there. You can see it was wake up normal. Trying to keep it safe by not using H, but still shimmyable nonetheless, and Solstice takes advantage. Has a ton of meter and even burst of their own to keep Hotashi in the corner. Hotashi's so burstless here. Completely out of options. He has wake up super, that's it.
Wow.
Back right there.
That was amazing.
Wow, 2 bursts in a round.
That target off the sniper.
That was a lot of hits in the combo. I should have been anticipating that burst coming back. It happens so often in Exert in particular because combos can go on for so long.
Yeah, and it's something that Ram in particular, Ram does a lot of hits in for best combos, so.
Doesn't have that problem as much in Strive.
Yeah, in Strive you can get like 4 or 5 hits into the next life bar, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
Here they come.
Calvados? Oh no!
What?
Okay, smart.
Nobody was ready. Even the PRC was delayed, but Solstice still got away relatively unscathed considering Hotashi did end up behind the super.
Ooh, big counter hit, but not close enough. Or maybe too close, that close S. Look at this air follow-up with the Pineberry, too. Oh, and just normal throw to walk up and finish it.
Okay. 1 game for each Valentine's sister. No time to read those Elphelt win quotes. We got a set to solve.
Presumably this is still top 8, so yeah, 3 out of 5. A lot of room for adaptation from both players. Wow, nice. Yeah, just chuck it.
Hurry up. You overcooked grenade.
Yeah,
don't hurt yourself. Yep. Hazuki? Oh, air teching in 2 air tech buttons. Hotashi was trying to get another one of those air-to-air pickups. Solstice really trying to fly across the screen at this point. Gonna have to say burst for the next round, no doubt.
Oh no! Jumped right back into it.
Fresh start for everybody. Straight to the Pineberry. Oh, explodes across the screen. Gotta be watching that timer. The information is on the screen. You know when it will explode. It's fixed.
Yeah, I do love the all the like visuals for this game, all the extra meters and everything are really well designed.
Yeah, the burst got taken. Could have been burst safe routing as well.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, Solstice is so aware all the time.
Life bar also getting stolen here.
Yeah, and this burst doesn't
yeah,
matter.
Throw that, nice. Clean pressure and good follow up off of that sword too.
And it
Fast
was
sword, knowing that it could go for the ground bounce.
all the Ram set play was completely meterless. Look, 75% tension there at the end. Winning and winning mores.
Yeah, once you get the swords out in the corner like that, it can be really hard to deal with. There's just a lot of decision making. I don't know what meter behind it really gets for you as Ram, but you often don't need it. Wow, that overhead from downtown. And see, being able to just like re-pressure from that that burst too.
Hotashi
Going corner to corner on the block string.
Well, you
But
thought,
no, reversal strings.
yeah, one anti-air as Hotashi overextends, and it ends up being Hotashi cornering himself.
Have to do it again. Attacking neutral. I dare Solstice to miss a just rank Garo.
Didn't happen. Not gonna happen.
That character is flash green every single time.
That's just instinct. It's not gonna happen. There is no other version of Daro to Solstice.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, if you see it, you'll know. We'll all be shocked. It looks pretty green to me.
Well, now. But they do
Looks
need
pretty
those.
green to me.
As long as it's counter hit, you're in good shape. But You need that just frame to get the pickup afterwards.
They just both happen to counter it.
Yeah, once you break there, I mean, you know, that is going to, like, come at you really fast. Definitely a good move to tag it as 3-button with. How many overheads are you going to block here? Last one, not going to matter. Back in the corner. Swords are out. Meter's ready. Hold on to that burst for next time. So just looking at game point.
Next time, or ASAP, ideally.
I love using that, the Pineberry as an extra piece of that block string. Again, like you said, you can see how long it's going to be till it detonates.
And the generosity too of Elphelt, in addition to that detonation timer, though, you worry about the hitbox of the Pineberry itself on its way to you. It's a physical grenade attack. Has good block stun, and it actually has more block stun the closer it is to exploding. That's secret Elphelt information nobody knows about. A hot grenade has more block stun when thrown.
Amazing.
Yes. And that does become quite relevant. You'll see lots of late-timed grenade tosses here from Elphelt players. Look right, longer cooks.
Like,
Well, that one you just gotta toss it.
in this game, the frame data is so manipulatable that,
Of course.
like, obviously it matters on a base level, but like, there's so many things you can do to fudge the numbers, and it makes for a very interesting experience.
Yeah, IB among them, which the IB changes frame data based upon the attack level of the attack that was instant blocked. Very widely variable outcomes, but what one very relevant move to instant block against is Elphelt's Bridal Express, which is immediately made -1 and not match ending as a result if you IB. And it has a pretty fixed IB window due to having a follow-up hit. Anyway, check out this dust combo that we've seen a couple times by now.
Off that starter though, that was off of counter hit 2H, so that is a stun, that is a kill. That is not a position you want to be in. Getting hit by grounded sword normals by Ram in this game, they take forever. Something that you can throw into the pile.
All right.
Come in handy at your other local.
Let's make it about these players right now. They're surely going to skip this intro, get right into it, regardless of us being ready or not. Chipp and Millia is a classic Guilty Gear matchup. These characters, pretty much in every game, similar levels of high speed, set playability, difficult mix-ups. This color hurts my eyes. Nonetheless,
The Millia?
Yeah, the Millia.
Yeah, I love this colorway.
All right, well, you know, it's a sunny day here on the beach.
Part of the game. All right,
Straight to the burst on the first disc. No set play opportunities will be provided. Of course, Chipp has the DP to escape Millia's offense. A pretty huge asset that Chipp has always had over Millia in every game.
Yeah, teleport chasing the tech there too. Really good awareness from Bosch. Okay, Karma going in. That low. Bunch paying attention at home, trying to take me off the Casa throne. At least the monkey should though.
Right. Well, take notes on the Secret Garden. Don't let the direction you have to steer that thing be a secret.
That's something that we may have forgotten about in the couple of years. But Secret Garden really dangerous. Gives you a lot of lockdown, especially in those corner situations, and allows you to run that low overhead game.
Yep. And lockdown gives you an opportunity to continually run forward again and again, regardless of their FDing. It's fruitless of them to be FDing the thing anyway, because it's just a projectile. So.
Right. Spending meter.
Of course. Double roll gets checked right away. Bosch not letting any shenanigans get through on Karma's part.
Clapback.
Not quite full component area though. Oh, it takes the DP, but not even a full combo from Karma, so Bosch doesn't really mind attempting those until the full punishes start coming out every time.
Oh, looking at Fisher plate, yeah, finds another straight hit.
Hey Doc, is Chipp tiny in this game, or is he huge in Strive? Question for Doc / for everybody.
I think he's huge in Strive.
He's huge in Strive.
He definitely started juicing. Like he's all up in that HGH right now.
He legalized whatever the most powerful possible muscle supplement is in whatever country he found it, which is apparently in Africa. And I'm not really sure about like the political circumstances of the Guilty Gear world, but you know,
they can flesh that out in the story extension.
I really hope so. It sounds interesting. Oh, no, Bush gets taken right away.
Soul Stealer here. Oh, but the tech out, lucky break. Gonna
Yeah,
use it to
gotta-
escape any sort of pressure.
Make sure your burst punishes are hard knockdowns, kids. Gotta keep your opponent trapped in the corner where you're strongest and they're weakest.
I forget, does how does this game measure the character weights? Because like I know that Millia and some other lightning
It
characters
has
fall
like
out of combos, but
6
it's like
different classes.
yeah, there's like it's a bunch
So there,
of
yep, there's super heavyweights, mediums. In addition to all of these different weight classes with lightweights and super lightweights, there's also different sizes for purposes in general
yeah.
and fall speed. Yes, all different. So Bedman is the hardest character to combo in my opinion. He's,
Yeah, and then it's, but it's like
and has
it's,
tons of life too.
I feel like even that is so character specific because it's like, you know, certain characters might not have a follow up that catches the floaty on the counter hit.
Yep. It's all pretty conditional, and that's one of the honest benefits of Guilty Gear. It's this game that you can have a huge variety of experiences in, and never be prepared for everything that can possibly happen in a match.
Yeah.
And that's always to the game's credit, never to a player's detriment.
You see the damage off of that super card?
Yeah, it's no secret anymore.
Oh, the bait!
2 for 2, Karma. I mean, look, Karma has that yin-yang symbol after their name, but the performance was a little imbalanced so far. It's been pretty one-sided. It's the yin overwhelming the yang, or vice versa. I don't know which.
Yeah,
For Bosch, let's see.
whatever sort of soul searching Carmen has done, they've stolen Bosch's multiple times this match. Bosch finding a really burst here that does come off, but so far it's not working out
until burst gets thrown. The block and punish burst, that's the optimal move. That's just doing God's work. But throwing the burst, that's an instant bracket life lost in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to forfeit.
Yeah, as the rule set develops for this game, I think we will eventually take the meta into our own hands.
Yes. You throw the burst, you take the round.
And going back for the hairpin there, just to maintain that duel, really important for Millia. I think she's lost it full in more recent games. But
they decided it was too unfair.
It could feel that way sometimes. I think Bosch could be wondering if they could take it away again here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hope. Gotta camp on the pin as soon as she throws it. If you can to make it miss. I mean, Chipp is a character who can move fast enough to make pin miss. A lot of he this one played reactively. Oh, that's
and again, you're slow.
Again, you can't keep doing it. It has to be in a less conventional spot. You can't react to getting hit, and you can't react to a disc getting placed to burst.
Oh, ankle's broken too. This character, body and soul has been completely dispatched by Karma.
Yeah. And I was talking about how DP might be useful. Didn't quite seem to be the case.
Yeah,
whatever DPs did happen, whiffed.
I saw one go off, but in general, I think either maybe autocorrect.
Oh yes. One of the only characters who's like, oh, I have all my tools and more in the next game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that is a rough start though. If you're sold from Adley. Get the damage on this. Great extension off the jab. Oh.
And aside switch mid combo, and not even having to block the combo in the process. Loses the standing reset, but finds an air throw anti-air instead to soul from. Alright, Adley. Let's see it.
Too hungry.
Time for
cake. Beat it too. Looking at a knockdown.
Wow!
Oh, it just jabs out.
Straight to it.
Oh.
Looking to counter something. We'll counter a wake up button, counter a wake up super, counter wake up burst. I mean, it's all possible, but none of them came. The patience from Hotashi was well rewarded.
Yeah, I think that was a little too hard of a call out in round one. Would have been nice. Okay, shotgun.
It's similar. It's a little bit of a deja vu here back in the right corner with about half the life gone once again. And Leo unable to switch sides off of flash kick in this game.
A little bit of pressure off of it though. So, very happy to see one land. Getting out of that corner, which has been so dangerous so far.
Okay, good on both sides. Twice.
Roll around me.
Here he comes. Straight to the blitz. And of course, blitz takes away some burst. It's back now though for Adley. Holding on to it in the left corner. First time we've been here.
It doesn't feel so different, does it?
No, it feels like the shotgun stance, which is to say it feels like an infinite block string.
It does feel like an
with some
infinite block string.
conditions.
I think,
with some conditions.
could be the case, and you can spend that FD on Chipp, but it's not gonna get
She
you
does
out.
push herself out with each Hatsuki very slightly,
Yeah.
but she also can very quickly move forward, run in, cover herself with the jab, which is definitely a true block string into itself.
Shot. Tough place for Leo to be. Full screen.
Doesn't want
Let's
to
have
see
that
that.
really huge fireball that contests other fireballs really well, but the nature of Elphelt's projectiles makes it a little hard to deal
Unbelievable!
with.
Hotashi just rolled the dust from Leo after IBing everything.
Nice.
Did he just blitz the burst? I think that's what happened. Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
Ooh. Wasn't ready with punish though.
But... Ooh. Okay. Full meter for Adley. Will it make a difference? Secure the knockdown? You can YRC here to check what Leo's going to do. Oh, no, instead it was dash throw from Hotashi rather than YRC.
Both players sitting on meter. That is certainly one way to spend it. Gonna find the hit too. Can't burst out. Kind of love it.
That's the best
Good
race you
play.
can make.
Yep.
The winning player. The steal the round type play. And anytime you win round 1, well, you can consider it a long-term investment. Play for your burst in round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you are trying to stress resources at that point. Obviously.
Play to
happy
take theirs
have
as
you up,
well.
but
Did I see?
so much corner character by those two.
But Adley switch sides. Back to mid screen,
Oh, made it.
beating it.
Nope.
That's 75% meter gone. Hotashi
Yeah.
having to commit to spend YRC. And that halts the tension pulse quite a bit, but you know, the life bar really was the most important resource in that instance. So
Yeah,
Adley goes down.
We are playing for burst. We are winning here. Finding that back where Hotashi only looking at half of their burst meter, but they'll likely have it back by the time this is over.
Yes, but gaining a lot more burst back now, getting hit over and over.
I may have
3
spoke to you
sequences
too.
in a row.
Yeah, these are some big hits coming out.
Just barely gonna get it back.
Too little, too late. Any sort of attrition will clean this up for Adley. Oh, that overhead though. Burst.
Wow.
Oh, smoked.
Meter
Yo,
Hotashi.
and the missile. That's so good.
Well, will Leo get burst back?
Yo, and the burst super.
He's got guts. I don't know. Wow, we'll never know. It must have been over then, surely. If that's like that. Yeah, it was over. Yeah, it was
Wow, the drama from the Rev2 beta. Sorry,
over.
the
A commercial
X-Ray beta.
break.
Yeah.
Wait. Now we just got back from that.
You gotta love that the game knows exactly the will it kill moment.
Well, Elphelt is here imagining her soap opera life as Leo's husband, as a military general wife, and we're here embellishing how she amplified that tension in the commercial break. You know, it's all part of the show. It's all a show here. All the players are in on
It's
it.
all about the beautiful game. It's not about winning.
Why are they watching this? Get the match back on. Is this? Do we need this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
All right. Okay. So yeah, today's the day for the
Yeah,
excerpt intros. There they
Still
are.
hits. Still hits. Decades later.
I don't know. It didn't really work. It didn't work, me. I'm the only commentator who's not like, oh yeah, the players are watching the intros. It's so hype. I'm like, why the fuck are they watching this? I just lose. I can't e-sports it. Aren't they just playing?
Point.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
You're
They
like
got the break they wanted. They got the break they
yelling.
wanted. Yeah. Oh. No, I'm yelling.
Yeah.
Rejected, but can't reject lows and mids at the same time. This ain't sign 1.0.
Yo, just got snuffed. That roll under cost them their life.
Elphelt gonna survive.
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, that angle still living. Nice. Oh, favorable trade for Adley.
Yep, very favorable. With a life lead like that, anything wins. And here's Hotashi with knockdown. Actually found a command grab reset right away, bridling into shotgun stance. That's sneaky. That's a pretty cheap way to stack on another 40%. Flash kick, and an expensive way to get out of pressure, no doubt.
Yeah, it's free. Well, it's only as free as you are if it whiffs, right?
Yeah, only as free as the opponent is if they don't respect it.
Yeah, sure.
Ha ha ha! Command grab! Ha ha ha! She laughed.
Oh,
See?
no! The cross-unders tonight from all characters. We see it from Millia, we see it from Elphelt here.
You see it from Happy Chaos.
Yep, yeah, that did not leave the room with Happy Chaos. Okay, very different now.
Yes, I do think that was Hotashi mashing throw. This time Adley took a step back, then did counter, so as to make the throw win.
Yeah.
Oh, not a safe jump! And it's burst, or it's regular super. So Hotashi's burst is gone.
Now.
Okay, great position for Adley to take this now. Ooh.
Footsies.
What? What happened to that grenade?
Looking for a burst from Leo. I mean, there's only one time to use it.
Oh, that's a kill.
No, not gonna need it. Nice.
I wonder what Hotashi pressed. I mean, in circumstances like that, it's just a Gatling from Leo, so you know that it's probably going to be at least a true block string, or if there are gaps, they're going to be pretty fixed. So, and pretty like tight. So,
Right.
I don't know what got hit, but
Could have been a pressure moment. I don't know if they expected maybe, you know.
I mean, maybe
a
it's a
lot of
6H
games
coming out.
block.
Maybe it's a 6H coming out when Hotashi was mashing pro. Could be.
Yeah, exactly. Gatling roots are a little bit more buried in this game. You might feel like something kind of sneaky at that point. Oh, he rolls right into the flash kick.
And
Side switch
crafty
too.
side switch.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. OTG
Yeah.
grenade.
Yeah, already OTG, so couldn't get an extension off of it too, which is a lucky break for Adley looking at a sliver of health left, but huge combo in the corner. Half the life bar missing now. Okay, yeah, that's
Hold that up. Okay. So, was that 2P Gatling? Was that a counter hit exclusive? It definitely did counter hit. I saw that for sure. Probably not exclusive though. That's generally not the trend in Exit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there could be sort of a rare, like, almost like a link.
5H anti-air once again. I feel like Hotashi knows the height that people like to fall before they air dash forward towards the end of a jump, and then he presses the 5H right when the person's pretty much out of time to change their course.
Oh, Adley is just cashing in on these scrambles, and that's gonna hit, yeah. Can't find the follow-up, luckily for Hotashi. Oh no! Okay, no pick up there.
Yeah, the punish is not so clean.
Yeah, kind of across the board, very like messy round, but people finding
This
some
one's fun.
interesting straight hits. Just not a lot of room to capitalize. Good punish there from Hotashi, but scaling Gut's going to be a huge factor, and still looking like a one-touch kill. No, this is everything, but the clip is not empty.
Yeah, switching your pistol always faster than reloading. Hotashi knows. Presses triangle, and headshots. Our dear friend Adley, who put up a great month or two.
Yeah, it's two names that maybe were not so household when Rev was super popular, you know, on the major tracks, but Solstice is definitely making a name for themselves in multiple games here with Ramlethal. So that they are no slouch, not just the easy mode combos in the new days, but they got those long extensions. They got the nasty mix.
No slouch and not a Ram poser, you know?
Yeah,
a lot of the Ram players in Strive, they're accused of just playing Ram Strive because he's top tier. Well, here is hard work Ram paying off.
Yep, for sure. And Yousagi, whether or not they are a true fan, piloting Johnny really effectively up into winner's finals here. Character that's not necessarily very easy to play. Has a lot of ways to cash out, a lot of good damage, but very execution heavy.
Yep, and you move around in a completely different way with a dash rather than a run. Not very conventional for Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Gotta manage a couple resources, some of them invisible, like Misfinder levels, but as you can see, pretty rich in coins at round start. He throws them with reckless abandon, then kind of slows down as he loses more of them, as they become more valuable.
Very useful for confirming as well.
And connection off the wall there.
Nice. Why does it find a knockdown and not spending meter yet until it creates a bigger mix-up opportunity. Nice air throw, containing Solstice in the corner. Yousagi really adamant on this left corner. Cranking the risk too, but Solstice finds the first hit, so that risk goes down really fast, and you can see it's already empty. And only 3 coins left for Yousagi. A great round for Solstice. Weathering the storm. On the other side of the super, finding a punish. And maybe 1 or 2 more interactions at best here for Yousagi. Going Boschless into this.
Taking the mix, nice. Good block on the low. Oh, finds her way out.
Incredible call out. 6K. Needs to find out. 2 coins left, but that's all Johnny's gonna need.
Oh,
Okay, both of them gonna have to take the burst with it somehow. And of course, burst being the more valuable resource.
Yeah, they
So
are.
just hangs on to it.
That meter's looking pretty steady.
Oh! Burst! Actually, sorry, don't. It's only round 2. You shouldn't.
Yeah, holding on to it, playing it a little safer on resources.
I would too, because now you're both on equal terms going into round 3.
That is the primo time for a greedy burst, though. You know, you're looking at a sliver of health on both sides. Your brain goes back.
Yeah.
It's not always the right play, but it's a play I understand.
Only right if it wins, but at that point you're fighting an opponent who also has burst too.
Right? Catching off the wall. Good blocks. But
For a wall,
finds the low
not the low.
afterwards. Your reward for blocking the mix is getting mixed again.
And you gotta block the important parts, where the overhead of the low makes contact.
Yeah.
And now it's on Chipp, mixing all
The
of the
important
meter.
part, can't do it.
Instant
Low air
overhead.
dash into overhead.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It was delayed overhead. I couldn't see
Yep.
through all the visual noise on the screen from those swords spinning all over the place.
It's the audio noise, too.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a loud super.
It's truly disconcerting to experience.
Oh my. Okay, back dash out of the string.
Level 2 miss, level 3. And with Johnny this meter rich, unblockable territory is almost there. If he landed the next hit, he could have gotten it for sure.
Ooh, good jump out. Yousagi seeming to lose a little bit of control of the character there. Not able to do anything now. Financial is thrown back in the corner. Wall
Ram's
stick.
slide in this game is the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, she's kind of tricky to learn how to play against just through like the nature of telegraph. Like she has a bunch of strings. Some of them look very similar at various stages.
Right, she's also got what are like essentially like 3D game combos. At least
Yeah,
that's
kinda
what
got
the
the
developers
combat
intended them. Yep, exactly. Ooh.
Wow, nice follow up there. A lot of
Johnny-
hits to get the gut scaling.
He's putting the slash in heavy slash, his sword attacks. Resident sword users in Guilty Gear on screen right now.
Yeah, we got kind of a soul counter match here.
Yeah, you do. Samurai versus, what is Ram? A Brigadier?
You could argue that she's sort of a brigadier.
Yeah. She's something. If I were to if I were to make a description of what I'm seeing right now, I have to say I couldn't come up with anything. There's a big green line on the screen.
Yep, yeah, a lot of visual
That's all I
noise.
see.
And using the Stampede 4P for this character to avoid the strings, just to get those extra hits in. He did those to kill. 50 hits out of do it.
If that were a Strive combo, the HUD for the number would have been covering the entire background of the screen. 50 hit combo? Yeah.
You know, as a Ram player, the way I see it, 50 hits is 50 damage.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to miss against the swords. You can hit and break the swords in this matchup. I can't believe I haven't mentioned that generally, but the swords are much more interactive than I've heard. However,
Yeah.
in the capacity that Solstice is introducing them, such that you know, it's
Yeah, they're much less
it's Oki.
interactive with a really good player.
Yeah, with Oki like this, they're all set on you before you have a chance to do anything about them. So it is set play.
Right there, finding a decent way to clear them with the YRC, but no real follow-up, and Solstice able to protect the skies, taking game 2 there.
Yep.
I think they're
2 in a row. One
Thinking.
away. Certainly no
Francis.
character switches from Yousagi though.
No. Not a lot of
Default
counter-
Johnny, a Johnny fan. Yeah, because it's too rewarding to play one character. You can just
Yeah.
keep getting better and out skill gapping people always.
Yeah, and it's
Matchups
a
aren't
lot
the
harder
limit.
to do that with alt.
You can only play one character at a time
Yeah.
until the 2v2 Guilty Gear game comes out.
I would try it. Oh, wait,
Everyone
you
would.
mean cross tag?
I mean, I wish.
Yep, someday.
Yeah. Cross tag is something else. I thought it was more of a graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, across the screen.
Oh, stole the burger.
That is so not right. She was going
there
to
you
learn
go.
to experience joy with that thing, and Johnny just stole it from her and then instant overheaded her.
Think was a quarter pound.
And also did it from about 2 character lengths away.
Yep.
Terrifying. Midaya. Oh! Did he recover in time to make burst?
Yeah,
That
make a
2S
wish.
is no recovery.
And there's more hitting. You got levels on here.
And Solstice so start for meter, not even able to FD at this point, so the risk is just going to get cranked, and that's a fact of life.
Yeah, so time way to get started. Finding a blitz, but getting thrown for it. All they had
charging the
was top,
blitz.
so maybe a good read on Yusagi's part.
Oh, yeah. All right. That few seconds of thinking did wonders for Yousagi.
Yeah, one on the board.
And no time to think about that one. Everybody's ready to play. Not watching the intros.
No, this one's for you. I don't know. I think Hotashi likely to watch the intros. Good character read. Oh, got a burst set. You're going corner to corner off that Daro. I like the slow play, just setting some swords up, you know. You don't take damage if they get hit. Wow, that extension was so smart from that aerial. And we're looking at very similar combo. Sweep into 2 friends. Okay. Throw
Whoa.
throw.
Yeah, tons of pushback on the FD there made Ram whiff, and Yousagi dashed them through, found a whip punish as a result. Johnny, the best grappler, he whip punishes with throw and then gets a combo off of it.
I was asking someone who the best grappler is in this game.
It's Johnny. Yeah, it's Johnny.
Yeah, I think Johnny's a good bet.
Yeah. Soul's the second best.
Nice throw for Solstice. And the crossover, rare left, right. Oh no. Okay, no.
You cannot go under Y, silly.
No.
This is Exert Johnny. They invented that move in this game for him because they wanted him to be the best.
Give him the competitive edge.
That character, low mid tier and plus R, let's give him YYRC. Let's give him Y, and then put that in a game with YRC.
baby.
Oh, Solstice takes the burst.
And this
Let's
is what
give
you're
him
working on.
a lesson in 3B combos. 2P for the link. That is such a cool combo.
Yeah, all the extensions off the swords, you have to get the slide in the corner and not let it like check out from there. But a lot of times you'll see a dust combo. I think it's dependent on the starter. But you get the tumble. Like in the corner. Wow, I cannot believe
Timing
that.
of the burst, making the super whip. Solstice gets out of the corner brilliantly. And I was
going
going.
to
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa, that's not
that's
invincible.
rough.
It's a cataclysmic loss of meter for Solstice. Out of momentum, but Johnny's only got 1 coin. And that's it. He's coinless now.
Okay. Money out. Nice.
He's honest
intro.
Johnny.
Okay.
It's just Y now. Oh,
not
immediate
gonna
by
get
a
it.
sword.
A little bit of zoning there from Ramlethal, if you can call it that. Just a little further out than the swords would normally swing.
Ooh, it's only level 1 miss though, so it's kind of just a
Oh.
check. Trying to burst to keep Ram in the corner. I get Yosagi's decision.
Yeah.
Teching into the 5P check was Yousagi.
Hard
Punish
knockdown, that's
for
great,
it.
smart. Oh, I like that idea, but the quick interrupt just to not let anything get started. Similar to a lot of characters in this game, you're getting hit.
Solstice has Blitz here. Gonna want to dodge the unblockable. Maybe using it. It's just unblockable. That was level 3
Get out
mist
of the way.
inside the mist that Johnny set during the wire seed. It's a pretty expensive option, but Johnny's will always go for it if they have full meter, like he did.
Hard knockdown again. Oh, jumping out.
Overhead is safe. It was brilliant.
Worth it. Oh wow, taking the sword back on the short hop.
These two are going
Oh,
so
that's
back and
huge.
forth. Look at the sequence mounting now. Can Solstice bring it back? It's not quite a magic pixel, it's the magic chunk.
Oh, nice.
Go hit. There's burst and there's dead angle. Which
Okay,
will
that's
Yousagi
the wire
start with
seed play.
first? Oh, never! It never came into play.
That sword set wire C is how you can extend pressure a little bit once you've once they've blocked too many of your mix-ups in a row. But Yousagi found the poke out. Huge do or die moment on the back of what looked like a huge comeback to Solstice, and instead Yousagi coming back 2-2.
On the verge of reverse 3-0. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens at the beginning now.
Wow, back comes push cancel there.
I mean, both of the players are playing at a pretty quick pace. Exit rounds can go long, but we haven't approached timeout. Johnny, too explosive as the character, really.
That is why hard knockdown from Uptown. Look at these loops.
Auto. And level 3 miss. Both of them wire seed each other. Kind of ate each other's inputs.
Oh no.
Oh, the gold burst from out of nowhere.
It's greedy, I gotta say.
It's greedy for the
I
last
do
game of the
respect
set.
it, but it's nasty.
Oh,
Okay, here's that mist
goodbye.
again.
Yeah. And Solstice was so resourceless. Not even any blitz to possibly contend against the coins from
Yeah,
Johnny.
lost in the
as-
fog, no meter.
Gonna have to play really well. I mean, Solstice is still gonna get a burst back for sure. Nothing quite as bad as like a blue burst with him.
Good extension off that far poke, and again we have that corner, we have the slouch. Nice. Oh, the empty jump low.
All right,
You
Solstice.
call it an empty jump. Wait, when you have sword coverage like that,
How many more hits in the combo?
oh, it's go on forever.
Oh, it ends? It ends immediately, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they go away. Very
Alright.
respectful of the viewer's time.
Yeah, no overkill. That's great.
Oh, wow.
Oh, kind of would have been an error on the wire C. Probably wanted to Zwei and actually travel to the air with a yellow lightning bolt, but it was a little early.
W normals means that Solstice is going to miss that empty low.
Oh, Yousagi went on the other side. Didn't block the burst in time. Still has 3 coins to spend. Solstice burstless and resourceless. Both of them relatively low for this late in the round. No tension.
That is a huge pickup.
Undropped all the way to the corner. 3D combos. What game is this? Overhead gets blocked.
Oh,
Anti 6K. So no way Solstice gets a burst back either. Oh, that's an X. Good spot.
do it.
Oh yes, it did. It did. That burst was close. If Solstice maybe had just a couple more seconds of successful defense, I do think the burst could have come back in time. But then the question of
70-20-10 split, so top three
Fantastic.
all walking away with a little bit of change. It'll be all about who can
change
climb
of
from there,
200
right? Like,
plus in gold coins. All in the Casa dungeon basement vaults. And Hotashi trying to blast it open. Karma trying to use the pin as the key, perhaps, to getting there.
yeah, one of the players on the screen right now is not going to be part of that top three.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
we have
guaranteed.
Solstice,
One of them
Yousagi
would
in the
lose.
winners finals. Then Karma and Hotashi right now are fighting for prize money.
And there's just never any ties in fighting game matches, is there?
Not frequently. In an individual game, maybe, but match, no.
Yeah. Still in the dark. Oh, trying to
Blitz back, not gonna have it.
Yeah, if you're gonna blitz black or blitz back, you have to make sure you're using maybe low or something that's low conscious. I mean, Karma was just very conscious of blitz back in general.
You gotta guess so many times there, but Hotashi off to a good start. Did not find the low that did them in the end, but oh wow, that jab. Karma really aware of some game state things like burst we saw earlier, but also those blitzes. Might be a challenging player to utilize that stuff against.
Millia builds bursts back like nothing else, so you can be pretty heavily rewarded for bursting early and often. Hotashi holding his though, and used it at a pretty good timing to possibly burst Karma back into the corner, but wasn't quite able to contain Karma from the air situation. Have to remember, burst in this game is not the grounded knockdown that it always is in Strive. You can burst someone off of you, and they can tech in the air pretty immediately. So it's not really the... A lot of people are still using it in a Strive kind of way, because we just got used to using it that way, but it's really more to save yourself than it is to maintain momentum and positioning. You can still, of course, use it for positioning, though.
Yeah, I think it'd still be nice to burst someone into the corner, but your reaction to it next is a lot, has to be a lot faster than it does in Strive.
Exactly.
But if you're a Millia player, you are not hesitating to get things started fast. There's a lot of decisions at once, a lot of button presses, and a lot of life left on Karma's side. They're getting the perfect on Hotashi.
Yeah, Hotashi got hit there before the overheader low even came into play. Jumped into the Secret Garden orb.
Oh no. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Wrist cranked from the normals on the way in too. Very, yeah, that is the unblockable though. Getting hit by it, not gonna put you in a better spot. And a perfect back. Hotashi says, I like your life bar, I think I'll have it.
I'll collect this one.
Yeah.
Added to the collection of several tens of thousands of rounds he surely played.
Yeah, seasoned veteran in this game. Karma definitely looking like a veteran. I'm not as familiar with them, but they've been playing so well tonight, and just the awareness
overhead
requires some intense execution to get right.
Yeah, as you say that, execution ends up biting them. A big drop on the bad move combo. Nonetheless, Karma scrambled out of the corner and now back into it with yet another fumble, but blocking this 6P overhead from Elphelt.
Yeah, gotta burst that, stay alive.
Actually, that was just Elphelt's stage. Excuse me. They looked a little similar. Oh, is that a kill? That's a kill, I think. Air reset is the kill instead. You could say it spoke too soon, but really I just knew that was coming.
Really smart chase on the tech.
Something we're going to see more and more of as people get reaccustomed to Exert, I think, is just the teching people, or throwing people who are teching into the air. Slayer players have been doing it to us all forever. I've seen so many Crocs and Socks clips of him stream sniping everybody. It seems to have been his goal this past few weeks.
Becoming a terror.
Yeah. Surely we're going to see him in a couple brackets too, making use of said air throws against their attack.
Yeah, it would be cool to see the Slayer players come out. I talked about obviously making waves, especially more recently, but I remember seeing Diamendo over the years as well. Very... What's the word I'm looking for? They call their shots. Everything they do is so deliberate.
Tenacity.
Yeah, it's very cool to see them play. So I'd love to see some more character specialists come out to these things.
I feel like every Exert player who's good is a character specialist.
Oh, for real. I am with you. I think that everyone plays tonight. Does not matter where your character stands on the tier list. You had to dig in to get where you are in this game.
Even to have reached 2-1 in the set against Hotashi is an accomplishment itself for Karma, who still wants more. Finds the first hit and actually picks the pin back up using the roll. But a little too late.
Nice! I love the blitz on the Pine Berry there. Trying to get out, but Hotashi too aware, finds the air throw.
I think that's too much to just notice the Millia players like to overextend. Like, I feel like Karma wanted to change sides in addition to securing the knockdown, and you just can't have both always.
Yeah. Pretty stable there. Pineberry out, lots of next opportunities. Karma blocking through. And then, goes through the blitz but doesn't find it.
Wow, what a hero first too.
Yeah.
Karma wants to play.
Staying alive. How long?
All right.
All right.
Well-
stable. Nice low.
Hotashi might arrive at a wake up super though.
That's true.
It's
Oh,
getting
man,
instead.
Oh! Just pressed him there.
Millia 6P is just too quick. I mean, dive kicks are meant to whiff punish anti-air attempts just like that. That's Bridal Espresso, right? But Millia is a character who might benefit more from going for air throws, air to airs, and kind of just being more active. So
Yeah.
I guess you might have to be looking for like run up air throw or something against Bridal, against less active Hotashi.
Oh, that is an unfortunate spot to be in. Oh, jabs out. Okay, we're looking full screen, huge life deficit. Gotta start somewhere. Hotashi with a burst, looking for blood.
Whoa, hair car. Meaty hair car. How many meaty hair cars? Full charge, blitz. What? Alright. And Karma's still at first in case any of the... And-
blitz.
Yeah, using low, of course. Gonna have to low blitz to dodge lows.
Oh.
An overhead combo. Another low!
Wow.
Reset! Millia still can't kill. Needs one more. What?
And the throw to finish it, that's amazing.
Oh my god. Took fully committed to the bit of the full charge blitz was Hotashi. And it looked like Karma had made contact with it, but then still was able to throw the blitz attack on
I
full
will say,
charge.
seeing an early burst in the last round by Hotashi, something I think in that game state makes perfect sense because they had a huge life lead. That gave them the time to build it back, so we are going into round 3 here with full burst on both sides.
And yeah, totally makes sense to be bursting aggressively against Millia. And at this point, I mean, even with a life lead like this, it still might make sense for Hotashi to try to burst twice.
Oh, that hurt so good.
Right on cue. Bridal.
Hardcore again.
Meaty
Okay,
hardcore.
it's working.
And there's the first meaty instead from Bad Moon. A disc. And then punishing the dead angle. Incredible. One more knockdown. That's for game. Nice punish for the game, possibly. Air to air from Hotashi preemptively. Karma matches it out.
Staying alive.
Incredible. That's a risky play, but you know what? I'm not sure Millia was dead on one hit from Elphelt there at mid-screen, and we know for a fact that Hotashi was dead on one hit from Millia 2P, so it came for Karma, who ties up the set.
Karma finding really unique ways to punish all of those defensive options for disc mix. Now adding dead angle to the rogue scour, you know, to the crypt.
Whoa, wire scene slide into close slide. I think that might have been a frame trap. Certainly found a counter hit with it, so it's likely. Alright. Well,
Little OTG, and yeah, that's looking like a pretty good round for Hotashi. Going back to match point.
when the odds are unbeatable, just don't spend bursts. That's all you have to do.
They held on to it.
Of course. And now in the opposite corner to start this round. Could be a good look for Karma. Whoa! Magic Pro.
Lose that pin, but not really getting put in a bad situation afterwards. Though they've walked themselves away from it.
I think that was a cross-up.
I don't know.
I
I'm not
think so.
sure.
Yeah.
I got hit.
And so did Hotashi twice in a row.
Yep,
Two
truly.
one-sided rounds. That adds up to a final round between both players. You know what it is. It's supposed to be the good one. We'll see if it's one-sided or not this time.
Moon. Worse and worse every day. Nice. Oh, in the air throw. Wow, that puts you really far.
Ah! So far, but still reach point blank to get meatied. I mean, to get thrown on wake up.
Yeah, still managed to run over there.
Yeah.
Okay, huge hit on the pin, forcing the burst.
That's okay.
Interesting. Wow, nice jump
Millia,
in.
she's
Okay,
too
we got it.
fast. How are you supposed to play a shooter against that? That's the scout of this game.
Oh, the tech out, scary. Karma's movement's so good right now, just immediately right back out of the corner, finding his point of control, but no, back to mid-screen. Dashing back,
Hotashi has to
edging
fight
the
against
legs.
the burst, too.
First ain't gonna do it!
No, nothing will. Nothing can change Hotashi's fate now. Has been reverse 3-0'd, I think, by Karma.
Amazing,
Is that reverse
yeah.
the momentum right now? Solstice had some
Best
momentum
three.
before Yousagi. Yes, of course. Sorry, you meant
Or best of 5, you're right.
best
yeah.
of 5.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Karma has shown that a long set works for them. We'll see if it can work for them here. Really good start.
Ram just looking like a big target. Both of those swords, a target for pins, for discs, for jump attacks.
Yeah, Ram's only access to a meter or invincible reversal is with 50 meters, so something that they're not going to have access to it at all times. And otherwise, they kind of feel like a sitting duck. They don't have options out. Stub your limbs without swords, at least, and slower ones with. So it can be kind of tricky to contest Millia in that close space.
Being the sitting duck is definitely the easiest way to lose. Millia will take advantage of a stationary target better than anyone but maybe Chipp.
Great use of RC here.
Ooh,
Nice
burst.
blitz.
That's right, blitz.
I said that in the last one.
Yeah, that's so funny. Single syllable B mechanics.
Can't hold all these defensive options.
Yeah.
Wow, the whip punish. Contested space, no need to back up.
I think Karma is a still in the dark main in terms of good to go music, and that song has been powering them up as the day has gone on.
Volley toy.
Yeah. Ooh. Millia's Gatling is kind of mediocre off the 2S, not in range, but using roll with, of course, disc to get across up to the other side.
Ooh, huge hit.
Oh, air throw reset as well.
Great awareness from Solstice, so that was coming.
Overhead, but no
Have the
combo.
catch.
All setups for air to airs over and over. Oh, it's dead even. Minus the burst advantage, which of course is still with Karma. Also with the round advantage. Ooh, looking for resets. Didn't find it.
6 feet.
Solstice playing so patient.
The air throw.
Ooh. Ah, tough call. Block for your life? FD for your life? FD'd just until there's only 50
swords,
meter
okay.
left. And that was a burst attempt or burst speed attempt. And you saw Solstice basically just did one attack, didn't follow up with the rest of the combo, was fully counting on the I need to seal this now type burst from Karma, and it just didn't come. It just did not come.
Yeah,
Not that desperate.
led to a reset and allowed Karma to regain that that new stick that they've been doing so well in with that high mobility.
Sometimes you just gotta trust people that burst discipline.
Yeah.
Oh, straight to the overhead this time. But combo went too high. Maybe Karma's not used to comboing on the lightweights, like all the girls.
Cool. Oh, that's a huge straight hit. That wall slide. No, get the check out.
Another straight hit. And another. And another. And another.
Yeah, just trying to escape those swords in the corner and
I mean, it kind of worked. It was a, not the cleanest escape. A couple bruises, maybe some scratches. But Millia did get out without a full combo on her. This one's
yeah,
a
they didn't get combo. They didn't get wall bounce.
I don't think so.
Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, just to stress people out.
You get the invincibility out there and then YRC to move forward. Makes sense.
Nice pickup.
I feel like the round start has been defensive from both players every single round. They'd much rather get away from each other and then approach from full screen on their own terms.
Yeah, I think maybe they trust their own game plan from like start, not from that close range where you kind of have to really factor in what your opponent's about to do. Like between hairpin and the sword set stuff, having a little bit of room to start your game feels like it would benefit both these characters.
And Millia is very much about picking her moment.
Yeah.
Here's a moment to create a secret garden.
Oh, look at the blocks. Nope. Okay. Bursting out.
It's no secret that the entire human race can't react to the 20 frame 6K overhead.
Oh, there's one now. But
That wasn't a reaction.
afterwards. Watch how I go low.
I won't believe it. Oh, you can mash
Wow,
on
what a
6K
jump
though.
out.
Yeah, not a reaction. There's great anticipation. Solstice making well-informed choices, but a 50-50
Nice
is a 50-50.
pickup on that side switch too, and finds the kill.
Yeah. Wise to hold the burst. I'm sorry, there was no burst to hold.
Yeah,
well,
holding it, building it, throwing it.
Right. Overhead gets punished right away. Karma didn't like that. Unable to convert out of the way into a knockdown out of the air. One of the most important tasks for Millia is comboing into, yes, Bad Moon towards the end, or JH, I think it is, multiple hit normal. Allows you to get a real setup in a disc, and that makes such a huge difference compared to stray air hits into air techs that create the scramble situations that I think Solstice is able to take better advantage of.
Oh, over under it. I know we'll just kind of get a low profiled.
A wire C for a wire C. Look at them go, slowing each other down, eating each other's inputs. A moment to check, right? A blink. Whoa!
Wow,
Wire C.
So good. And
There's a one
really scrambling. Both these characters can thrive in that scramble, but lockdown, Karma finding their way into a much more advantageous position, gets a throw. Gonna have a nice setup off of this. Low finds the burst, looking for it for a second, but nice delay from Solstice, and trading blows here. Who's gonna get the last hit? And it's
wow! I could have sworn Karma was already dead. I mean, there is a millimeter of life on that Millia life bar.
Yeah, all they had left was like that little red chunk.
That one won.
I don't know. I feel like that must be 2 in Solid's favor. The thing about this game is like so many things happen on any given match that it's like it can be exhausting to play. Like really like hard to follow for a long time, you know?
Yeah. Shit. We need our own little private overlay.
No, I like it.
Maybe I should have my notepad out. This is my job, you know. I gotta be a professional with it.
I think you just like carve the numbers into the wall at this point.
Yeah. Here comes Millia. Fresh off of taking a round.
Karma definitely doing well, much better rather in this matchup than they did. They got eliminated earlier, or knocked down as a losers rather.
Yeah.
Solstice finding that 2-0 in the first place, but maybe looking for answers now.
Maybe it was one of those close 2-0s, and we just will never know.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. Okay, secret card coming out. Interesting. Oh, we are going in an install. You do not see this very often.
It's powerful though. It didn't really show itself to
Block
be.
all that stuff. That's kind of always how Guilty Gear feels for me. It's just like, hey, block all this.
Of course. Want to take turns blocking? Sure.
Oh, no longer. Got tired of it.
Some kind of presupposition that there needs to be a mix-up other than low, but...
And that is 3 clean.
3-0, that was quick.
From
Oh
Karma,
my god, awesome bracket. In ages.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they came in pretty good, like, pretty strong when I first saw them on stream. Very, very clean Millia play, kind of what you would expect from this character at a high level. But just the awareness of the other players' options and choices through it kind of carried them through losers bracket, and against players who maybe you wouldn't expect to see in losers so frequently. So definitely took a lot of heads on their way up here in grand finals. Going to need to win 2 sets, 3 out of 5. It's a long run, but you have to imagine Karma doing really well in long sets today. Could be in their advantage.
Yeah, could be the player that's benefited the most and has had the most widely varied results due to the 3-5 change. But down just 1 round so far against Yousagi. Both players fighting aggressively in round 1, both spending the burst, of course.
Yeah, Yousagi,
and look at that Bad Moon in Exert in particular. Look, it gives enough time to set up a discount knockdown.
It's so good. I feel like she has so much more mix in this version of the game, obviously. They miss things like hairpin, they miss some of the more elaborate plays you can do coming off of the like disc. And Secret Garden also definitely a factor with the players. Nice.
It almost looked like Karma was making the dead angle whiff, but actually ran back into it. Just going aggressive, had already committed to the plan of moving forward.
Alright, here we go. Cranking the guard bar.
Nice 5P. It's one of the most active and least committal ways for Millia to take up the space in front of her. She'll be FD breaking around and 5P in, and it's got like 3 or 4 active frames or something. Very low startup.
Yeah, feel really safe to do. You can be like a solid anti-air even.
Yep. Leads to conversion. You can jump cancel. Wow, who is going to land a hit first? It's just one hit. Actually,
that was
two.
so good. That backdash was perfect in spacing.
Johnny, for the tip of the hat on the way down. He respects it. He respects the cautious win. When Exer thinks you were just mashing lights because you were scared, it says cautious win. And I don't know, it feels a little judgmental.
Yeah, I feel like cautious is not ever how I felt when
frantic win.
Yeah, frantic stressed out win.
Yeah. Anxious win.
They should they should make the load screen take like 3 seconds longer for that after you get that, so you can like take a breath.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Oh, here we go.
He's fine. Well,
Top of the game. Oh, here's another throw for him.
yeah,
Okay.
that mist is looking pretty fine right now. What can I say?
Now there. Nice pin. Lock
Millia's
us down.
Oh, don't you forget that she rolls away. Man, I've been getting hit by that since 2014.
Yeah, the backdash dust is a rarity. Actually, Jacko is also in this game. The forward movement on that.
Yeah, but that
Very
character, she's never dusting me. She's just winning an RTS. In a completely
Yeah, she's
different
got
game.
additional pylons.
Yeah.
Where are the Jacko players at in 2042?
Honestly, I think they're inscribed. They're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
They're playing Venom instead.
But Jacko was not too bad in this game.
Lost Soul had a Draco.
Yeah. I know there was someone who won one of like the qualifiers for Archetype.
Her release version was pretty busted. Kind of a common trend.
Yeah, I remember Jacko on release being really scary.
Millia, another
Johnny
character.
Johnny held on to it forever.
Johnny
there
held
you
on
go.
to it. Yep.
Scared now, look at that life bar.
Oh, it's so risky.
He was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't matter. You got an unblockable off of it, you're fine.
Oh my god, double Hellfire. No, you didn't. Oh, there's no hurt box whatsoever. I was going to say, it's a total 50-50 on Wake Up between low blitz and regular blitz to have an answer to whatever button he does in the Misfinder. It just so happened that he did low that time.
Yeah.
And of course, Karma just woke up stand blitz because it's a more general class. No, you can't fault anyone for it. Just a guess. Wire seeing advancing normals into point blank check. Yes. Exert Wire C it just cracks the game wide open.
Oh, look at all the pressure too.
Great knockdown.
Hard
So
knockdown from his way.
And normals plus.
What a way out.
Great disc setup. Unable to get a full combo, and Johnny just jumps out.
Oh, no,
That
throw.
is an
Looking
attempted
for
burst.
something. Okay, YRC's around.
Karma has gotten a lot of rounds or extra playtime just on the basis of not spending burst in stressful situations. Being brave really pays off in Guilty Gear. Even if you
Yeah.
die with your burst, it could be worth it.
Yeah, it's there's not always a good place to spend it, especially in this game. People who are aware of bursts are going to be playing a little bit safer on their strings to try to bait it out.
The burst is to admit you made a mistake. I don't know why you would. What, do you have no
Yeah,
pride?
just don't get hit. You don't have to burst out if you don't get hit.
Ah,
Oh wow.
I really didn't think she had time there. Yousagi was dashing right in.
Yeah, I like that YRC does an aggressive stance, but seems like it had some legs. We can glitch, getting tagged, knocked into the air. 6K, so scary.
Yousagi had full meter already. Plenty of points to spend, but has to contend with some pretty scary wake-ups. A little bit of FD spent, still basically
Oh, the double
full.
roll.
At this point, with all this meter, why not wake up super? I would say
Yeah,
it's a pretty good
good
look on this
option.
point.
You can make it safe, hit. I mean, Secret Guard on factor. Oh my god, blocking the dead angle too.
You can make that angle safe as well. It's Roman cancelable on contact, so it is a way to save yourself. But Yousagi either wasn't considering it or wanted to save that meter for later in the round and just, knew it was kind of a tough round to win anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes playing your outs means that you do have to save that resource for an extra thing, and if the original plan doesn't work, maybe you weren't going to get there.
This round is pretty easy to win.
Yeah, it looks pretty scary for Karma at least.
Okay.
Definitely holding on to your burst there.
little bit of a chance for Karma, at least when the corner got escaped, just because Johnny had a chance to be cornered, but Yousagi was wise to fight hard as soon as possible to make sure that never happened. Contest the space.
Great pressure here from Karma. And again, contesting space, as you said, that 2D, but getting hit. Life is going to be pretty evened up.
Yeah, by the way, it's a tournament point for Yousagi over Karma. And with these script, it might be tournament combo soon, if you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's a full bar. Oh, it's a pretty good starter. No finish.
To do there's too much counter hit stun. All right, what about this one?
Yeah, Millia is one of those
Did you see that? You just tried to blitz the burst.
The cross under 2, absolute scramble session for Yousagi, who in some ways had this absolutely in the bag. Full guard bar, but Millia, being that lightweight character, is getting popped into places that some people are not ready to follow up on. And here we are, finding the corner again.
Only 1 coin for Yousagi. Still burstless. Oh, gets thrown.
Throw goes out.
Okay.
Still living. Bad moon. Okay, dead angle.
So chippable now is Karma, who has so little FD, but ran right under the JS. Another throw. It does no damage, but Millia is on her way. Still has the burst. Could maybe use a gold burst to save themselves defensively. And air throw.
Again.
Is it time for Karma? What this could be? There it is. One more. Needs one more. Hits up. It is Yousagi canceling the comeback that you fools started to believing in. But this is Rev2. It's Johnny time, baby. Let's go, Prance.
Any of these counter pokes that Hotashi's Legacy is throwing out. Wow, the patience to wait for the kite, but still comes down with a button. Does Hotashi's Legacy? Are we going to stay same side? Yes, we are. We're going to go for the throw on the reset. A second throw? That was going to be 3.
Yes, yes. You always go for 3.